What's your name?
Jiraki.
What is your position here at Radio 1190?
I am the volunteer coordinator.
How long have you been involved with the station?
3 full semesters, and we're in the middle of the 4th, so
About how many DJs would you say there are here at the station?
probably 45 or 50.
What rough percentage would you say of the DJs are male and female?
It's probably like a 70-30 split or like a 60-40.
How are DJs selected? What criteria is used to hire a DJ?
Yeah, so basically you just volunteer down at the station, and you volunteer for about 6 hours, and then after you achieve 6 hours, then you can just apply to be trained, and then you can start subbing, and then eventually get your own show. And so the criteria is completely just like volunteer hour work based.
Do more females volunteer and apply than are selected in that 70-30, 60-40 split?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
So every female that applies is selected, mostly?
Well, basically, yeah. I mean, if you do the 6 hours of volunteering, you can basically be a DJ. And actually, we had more female DJs come from volunteering last semester than males. So.
If you go to the higher managerial head coordinator positions, what is the gender breakdown there?
So Amelia is the program director. Alexis is the air board chair, so she's actually the highest position between student government and Radio 1190, as well as on air board there are, I think it's about half and half girls and guys, but managers, Amelia is the only manager who's the program director, and then the rest are male.
I mean, so would you say that there overall are just less females involved at the station?
I'm not necessarily sure whether that's true. More females contact me to initially get involved than males do, and a lot of females do volunteer, but I would say that there's a higher likelihood of a guy to stick around for a long time probably than a girl.
And what do you think causes that probability of staying around?
Yeah, I think it might be kind of a little bit of the current culture down here. When it comes to music and radio, you tend to draw people with very loud opinions who are very aggressive in their persuasion, and I mean that a lot of times I feel like that comes from guys who think that their music taste is the best and like really want to share it with you, but all the time that sometimes doesn't feel necessarily welcoming to people who aren't as confident in their music taste or stuff like that.
Would you say this is the similar situation to radio stations across the country? It's not necessarily just specific to Boulder?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure. I would say I think it's a pretty known problem that the music industry has a disparity between a female population and male population. And radio station is a functioning part of the music industry. It's definitely a problem, absolutely. And I would say, yeah, it's probably similar across the nation. Yeah.
What are some ways do you think you could combat the problem?
Yeah, so a lot of the girls who have done stuff with the radio station in the past, even before my time, were just very confident in themselves. But that's not necessarily what we need, is to say, to girls to be more confident. Like, that's kind of bullshit. Like I think it takes place at like a fundamental communal level where you say, it doesn't matter what you're listening to. Like, I respect you as an individual, and I respect you as a woman, and I think that's something that is coming, particularly in 1190, but it's just coming in America. Is people who are assholes or people who don't respect other people aren't going to have positions anymore, and that's really good as far as I'm concerned.
So you would just say this is sort of just a micro representation of what's going on?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Sure, thanks, Eric.